All right, it's time to do a cone 6 test on the Vevor electric kiln. Thing's about $300. They sent it to me. Thanks, Vevor. Let's do the test. So here's what the Vevor electric kiln looks like. It's got this great handle to grab a hold of. It's about 38 pounds, so you can pretty much whip this thing around. I wouldn't suggest doing that. Anyway, it has a little latch on the side. You open up. I've already done another video, guys, so up there'll be some kind of link to the other video doing a low fire. Today I'm going to do a cone 6 fire, which is mid-range. Low fire is like a reddish hot, mid fire is like a yellow, and then the high fire cone 10 stuff that I do is a white hot. So again, like in the previous video, I'll show you guys. The kiln has elements to go up and all the way around. And then in the back there, that little black knob, that's a thermocouple, which tells you how much temperature the kiln is at. If that was even a correct sentence. If you watch my videos, you know I can't speak correctly. Also, the door, it's pretty cool. It has this fiber insulation, high fire fiber insulation. You do have to take note with this door because it comes out about another inch or so. So when you're closing it, and because this is only like 6 inches, and I believe 6 by 5, something like that. So you have to take note of that. So when you're closing it, you got to make sure that the pot is in, at least another inch before you get, so you don't want it to hit it. So today I'm going to do a cone 6 firing. And yeah, I'm using an Amico glaze, cone 6 firing. It's actually cone 5, cone 6. So I'm going to do right in the middle. It seems to me that during the first firing, I realized that it gets much hotter up here than it does down here, like a normal kiln would. But I kind of have to take note of that. So I'm going to go a little bit less and go in between cone 5 and cone 6, and we'll see the results. Also, this kiln is, it runs on a regular outlet, so it draws about as much electricity as a space heater does. So that's pretty nice. And the last firing was really quick, guys. I think we did it in under an hour, and it went up straight to full temperature. So I'm pretty much going to do the same today. Just let it go and see what happens. Okay, so here's the little vase that I made. This is about a half a pound or so, and I'm leaving it. I glazed it right here, and I glazed the whole inside, but I'm leaving it right here to see if there'll be any drips. Because the faster the fire, the more probability of drips, in my experience anyway. But we will see, and I do like the drips when it happens, so you never know. We'll see what happens with those. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it right in here, and I'm going to make sure that it's in at least an inch or so, and that's right where I need it to be. That way when I close the door, this little side piece doesn't hit it because it sticks out a little further. So I'm going to close it up. And time to turn it on. So like I said, I'm going to go to a cone 5, cone 6. So I want it to be at 1200 degrees Celsius. So to do that, I'm hitting the U button. And I'm going to go up and hold. Wait until it gets all the way up to 1200 degrees. Maybe it's listening to me. Yeah, that would be funny. Alright, so I want it to be to 1200 degrees, which is right in between cone 5, cone 6. So, and I'm hitting P to get started. So now that it's started, I will just wait, and it's going to be a waiting game. So I will tune back in when we get close to temperature, guys. So while waiting for this kiln to fire off, I figured I'd show you guys the booklet that comes with it. The top number shows what the temperature is. The bottom number shows what you want it to go to, all in Celsius. I did have a question about the equals stuff, so if you want to pause it here and read that, you can. In fact, I'll leave this out a bit so you can pause it and read the whole thing. So along with that, let's go to the next question I had, which was, can you replace the elements? And it looks like it's only one element. So it does show that you can replace the element on this. And it shows you how. It looks like if you get in touch with Vevor, you'll be able to get parts for it. So replace the heating coil. So it's only a single coil. You just remove the connector and move the 2 bolts. I mean, it looks pretty easy. On my Scott Cam 1227, it's quite a process. It's not hard to do. You just have to have some common sense. It also shows all your errors. So here's all the errors if you run across any of those. So I hope that helps. And let's get back to waiting. All right, guys, we are about to hit the desired temperature. This was extremely fast again. About an hour and 20 minutes. Maybe a little bit more, maybe 25 minutes, an hour and 25 minutes. So I'm gonna let it hold here at 1199. I have a feeling it's gonna pop over. I dropped it down 1 degree. So I'm gonna see if it pops over and goes to 1200 degrees. And then I'm just gonna shut it off. So we're just letting it hold. And it doesn't take that long. Some people like to hold longer. Honestly, if it hits the desired temperature, I'm happy with it. Doesn't need to hold on my end. That's just a personal preference. So, yeah, it hit there and it went back down a little bit. So, well, it didn't go up to the 1200 like I thought. Just holding around 1198. It's perfect. It's fine. So, yeah, guys. Vevor, tough tools, half price. And there's the website right there. Now, all I have to do, shut it off. Again, now we have to wait. It'll be a few hours and about a millisecond for you. So, it's the next day, and it's time to open the kiln for the reveal. Drum roll. Oh, all right, nice. So cone 6 firing, looks good. Let's see if, all right. That blue came out awesome, guys. Wow, that is a really nice blue, actually. I love the way it kind of has that little differences here. And this is a stoneware clay body, so it fired out great, guys, and it went really quick. So super quick. Didn't have any issues. Let's check out the kiln. Okay, that's new. A little crack. Like I said in the last video, these things happen. Not a big deal. But it worked. I'm actually super psyched about this pot. Let's pull it out again and look at it from down here. Yeah. That's actually a glaze I'm going to be using in the future for sure. Very happy with that. Well, was a success, guys. So, Vevor did not pay me to do this review. They sent it to me for free. Very kind. They've sent me 2 wheels and this little kiln. So, yeah, it actually ended up really good. It's great. You know, it's a little small. So don't think you're going to be, making huge steins or, well, not steins aren't huge, but really big pieces at all. Like even just a regular general purpose bowl wouldn't fit in here. So you can do little things like jewelry, like pendants, or just little test things. So perfect little test kiln for cone 6 stuff, low fire stuff. It won't go up to cone 10, so you can't do high fire stuff. But yeah, shout out to Vevor. Thank you so much for sending me this. There will be a link in the description to this product. I do not get paid for that link. It's just a link to show you what the product is. And yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching as always. Until the next time, be well.